Hello, friends, and welcome to your League One Ontario Match of the Week. My name is Pierce Lang. It's a pleasure, as always, to be here with you today. It is a overcast, cool afternoon here at Corpus Christi Catholic Secondary School in Burlington for today's matchup between 8th place Tecumseh and 10th place Burlington Bayhawks. It's been an interesting season here over the course of the summer of 2024 in the championship. Burlington, as it stands, have 5 points. They've not been so hot in their last 5. They've dropped points in their last 4. Tecumseh on the other side also having only 1 win in their last 5, sitting on 6 points today. Had a chance to talk to both coaches ahead of the match. Neil Wilson, head coach of the Burlington Bayhawks, was telling me that he said his work cut out for him. He's been dealing with injuries all season long. Injury riddled was the verbatim direct quote that he gave me. But they had a good game last game where they got a draw against Unionville Milliken. Very decent team. And then his team's starting to get it together. He thinks they're really coming on strong. He says we should be keeping an eye on a couple players here. More specifically, though, the one that we really want to keep an eye on is Catherine Heenahan, who's off to Kent State next season. This will be her first game of the year so far. She injured her ankle just before the season got started, and you should expect big things from her here today. On the other side of the pitch, lining up in a 4-3-3 like their opponents will be here, is Tecumseh. And talking to their head coach, Mohammed Nabavia, he gave me a little bit of intel as well. Again, 4-3-3 for both these sides, but last week they had a physical game against Pro Stars where they gave up a late goal, and that was kind of the end of the story there for his squad. But he's hoping things will start to click here. They've been putting in a lot of work. They've had several games that the result hasn't quite matched the output, so to speak. They've been in it, they've been close, and then they've just come up short in the end. His starting goalkeeper today, Isabel Barrett, is a player we're going to want to keep an eye on. She's been playing out of her socks lately. I was watching her in warm up. She's got the captain's armband, and she was making some fantastic sprawling saves. There's her first of the day right there. They've got some speed up top as well. And then certainly Olivia Carraza, number 14 in the middle of the pitch, is someone you're going to want to watch out for here. She's quite a dynamic playmaker. The straw that stirs the drink for this Tecumseh side. Get you through the starting lineups here. Both these sides as they feel each other out to begin with. Starting in goal for Burlington FC's number 1, Jenna Fabaro. In front of her will be the captain, number 3, Christina Ciofani. Oh, lovely ball through here, but offside for Burlington. Puneet Gill's wearing number 4. The aforementioned Katie Heenahan is wearing number 5. Aya Namani is wearing number 9. Number 10 is Emily Heenahan. Sienna Caesar is wearing number 11. Elisa Mella is wearing number 25. Alexandria Chong is wearing 26. Alana Monash is wearing 19. And last but not least, Mary DeFonzio rounding up the lineup for Burlington, wearing number 34. This is Emily Heenahan with it now, cutting into the middle. Loses it in between her feet, and a careless pass into the middle is turned over. This is Mascaro with a missed touch, and here comes Theophany slipping a ball through, and an opportunity here for Burlington. Cutting back onto the inside is Sienna Cesar, and her shot's going to go just wide of the goal. So I mentioned before, Isabel Barrett in goal for Tecumseh here today. In front of her will be number 2, Isabel Trepanier. Number 4 is Miranda Canty. Number 6 is Ava Facineri. Number 9 is Maya Mascaro. Claire Pawsey's wearing number 11 and the captain's armband as well, apparently, according to the lineup on the app here. But I already said before that Barrett's got the captain's armband, and we're going to stick with that. Number 14 is Olivia Carrazza, who I mentioned before. Leah Tate's wearing 15. Ava Mills, 23. 30 is worn by Zola DeGraw, and Sierra Amlin's wearing number 23 today for the women in red. Veterinary playing a ball out wide, looking for Trepanier. Trepanier unable to corral that ball, and the clearance is going to be deflected off of Trepanier and out for a Burlington throw-in their own end here. We're 5 minutes deep, friends. It's your League One Ontario game of the week. Things are really starting to settle as far as the table goes. Scrusopi FC with 20 points, having a phenomenal first season here in the League One Ontario pyramid. Behind them's BVB. Why do I always say that wrong? BVB Waterloo with 19 points. Unionville sitting third with 18. 16 points for fourth place Pickering. Hamilton United are sitting on 15. Then it's Derby FC on 11, Pro Stars with 10, Tecumseh on 7, Burlington with 6, and Rush also with 6. Long throw coming here from Maya Mascaro. She was looking for Leah Tate. Tate's another one you're going to want to watch out for. Very rapid. If they can get the ball up over the top on Burlington here, watch for her to be sprung free. Great clearance there by Barrett. This is Tate. Tate working her way into the top of the box with it still closed down by DeFonzo. DeFonso doing a fantastic job of scoring her into the corner and clearing the ball out of bounds. Mascaro with the throw in the box. Only gets it as far as Theophany, and Burlington struggling to get it out of their own end. Ava Mills sending a ball well wide of the goal there. I think she was trying to hit that on the volley. You can tell they're looking to get it through the middle to Tate. Another shot in towards goal. We've got our first goal of the game. It's Olivia Carraza from about the 35-yard marker there, opening the scoring. 1-0 here for Tecumseh. Big looping shot over the top of Fubaro in the 9th minute of play gives Tecumseh a reward for the long drive up here from Windsor. We'll see how Burlington respond. And it looks like they're coming back quickly here. Chancing a low, hard shot off the boot of Sienna Cesar and whistles it just wide of Isabel Barrett's goal. Carraza with her first goal of the season. She's only got in 4 games so far. The 19-year-old used for the full 90 in 2 of those matches. Ball pinging around inside the Tecumseh box, and it's cleared all the way out towards half, and it's going to go out for a Burlington throw-in. Carraza plays her collegiate soccer at the University of Windsor, so close to home. She had 4 goals in 12 games last season. Well, it looks like we've got a injury here as 2 players came together hard along the sideline, and looks as though it's Theophany on the ground. Just getting her medical attention in the 12th minute of play. We'll take a look around the league here. Get you updated on some other scores going on right now. Rush are losing 5-1 to Waterloo right now. Abby Kramer with a hat trick in that match so far today. They're already beyond the 90th minute right now, so that'll be wrapping up shortly. Scrisopi will be taking on Hamilton United a little later today. Darby and Pickering played to a 0-0 draw yesterday in the women's championship here. And on Sunday, Pro Stars will be taking on Unionville Milliken. All cleared by Claire Pawsey, but Burlington still with it. Opportunity knocking here, and a great sprawling save by Barrett. Unable to get on top of it, and it's finally cleared from harm. Tate gets it up the pitch and just out of reach for Trepanier. Tecumseh playing with a short bench today. Only 4 substitutions available for head coach Mohamed Nabavia. Burlington with the full complement. 9 subs today. This is Heenahan. This is Katie Heenahan. Looks like that ankle's not bothering her too much right now. You can tell they're trying to get it to Sienna Caesar through the middle. If they can just connect those passes, she'll be in alone on goal. And we saw her whistle one just wide of Barrett's goal only minutes ago. This is Trepanier with it, working her way into the corner. Great job there by DeFonso to close her down. Ball into the corner for Trepanier again. She's going to look to cross a ball in here, and she has her cross blocked, and it's out for a corner kick. 16th minute to play here, friends. Olivia Carrazza with the only goal so far. Ball going back post. It looks like Caesar's going to be the closest one to it for Burlington, and she's not going to be able to control the ball and keep it in bounds. Long throw into the box by Mascaro. Carrazza plays a square ball over to Facineri, and Facineri's shot just goes over the goal. They're not afraid to put balls on net from distance here. That's becoming very apparent here. Maybe looking to take advantage of Janet Fabaro's diminutive stature. Fabaro with a big booming kick up towards half. Mascaro nudged out of bounds. A little bit of confusion here on the back line for Tecumseh, but they're finally able to get it out of their own end. Trepanier brings it down, and great counterattack here coming. Trepanier working her way up the right side, stops, cuts back, weighs her options. She's going to go all the way back here to Pawsey. Ava Mills slipping a ball through here for Tate. Leah Tate in on goal, and rushing out of her goal was Fabaro to meet her there and pick that one up off the carpet. Tate with it on the far side. This is the goal scorer, Carraza. Carraza closing down DeFonso. Puneet Gill stops and goes back to Febraro. Heenan taken down and awarded the free kick just on the edge of the center stripe. Mella putting a ball into the box. Great work there by Barrett to come out and meet the challenge as the Burlington attackers were laying in wait as that ball dropped in the box. This is Carraza. Fabulous ball through to Leah Tate, and Tate gets met with a sturdy challenge there by Puneet Gill. Turning on into Ciofani. DeFonso pumping another ball up over half again. Barrett comes out of her goal to meet that and smash it out of bounds. We've had one goal so far in the 14th minute by Olivia Carraza to give Tecumseh the lead. We've just entered the 21st minute right here, right now. Carraza coming back and trying to win the ball for Tecumseh. Tate eventually gets the ball back for Tecumseh. Emily Heenan unable to bring that ball down. Ciofani popping a ball up into the air. Imani with it now. Chips the ball up and it'll be cleared by Mascaro. Only as far as Puneet Gill. Monach getting it through to Heenan. This is Emily Heenan. Catherine Heenan with it now. Catherine Heenan. Again showing no concern at all for that injury she's just recovered, although she's just turned the ball over now to Trepanier. She goes in with a firm challenge there on Trepanier, and it'll be a Burlington throw in deep in their own end. Ball played back to Claire Pawsey. She's able to clear it up to Carraza. Kratza chests it down. She's hauled down to the ground. No call on the play. Cleared by DeFonso. Tecumseh continued to do an absolutely fantastic job of quashing every single Burlington foray up the pitch. There was one chance earlier in the game where Barrett was nearly tested, but the ball whistled wide of her goal. Aussie dispossessed in her own end. Chance coming here for Caesar. Caesar with a few too many touches for my liking. Well, finally able to control. Ball goes up to Leah Tate. She lays it off. This is the goal scorer, Olivia Carazza. The ball popped up into the air for Leah Tate. She's able to turn and she's going to play a ball in towards Febraro and need to put a little bit more mustard on that one if she was going to challenge the keeper. Trepanier chasing this one into the top of the box and great save there by Febraro. Febraro's played 9 games so far this season for Burlington. 1 win out of those 9. Pawsey able to clear it up as far as Ava Mills, and it's going to go out for a Tecumseh throw. "27 minutes have ticked off the clock here, friends, at Corpus Christi Catholic Secondary School in Burlington. We can use this opportunity here to pay a couple bills. Thank all the wonderful organizations that keep this ship afloat for us with their sponsorship money. But first, we'll get to this corner kick. A little off target, only as far as Ava Mills, and it's Leah Tate turning and firing. So yeah, we couldn't do this without the generous sponsorship of CIBC, the lead partner for Canada Soccer, the Canadian Premier League, and League One Canada. Gatorade, rehydrate, replenish, refuel. The Cruyff Institute, educating athletes, sport and business professionals to become leaders in sport management. And Derby Star, the official ball of the Canadian Premier League, and preferred match ball for League One Ontario. Cagey match so far. Not a ton of chances one way or another. Obviously, Tecumseh with the one goal off of the 2 shots they've had on target. Febraro with a fantastic save. Heenahan's found Puneet Gill. Gill going out wide for Manaj. Leah Tate playing it back for Coraza. Zeva Mills charging up the pitch. She's had a look up at goal there, and she's bodied off of the ball. Namani unable to clear. Fabulous work by Sienna Caesar to win the ball back for Burlington deep into Tecumseh's end. Siofani's going to close down Fetchinary. Burlington continuing to apply pressure, hemming Tecumseh into their own end here. Ball popped up high into the box, and that's not going to trouble Barrett for a split second. Barrett with a big booming kick up over half. This is Katie Heenahan. She plays it out off of Sierra Amlin, and it'll be a Burlington throw. Emily Heenahan playing it back to her sister, who's going to go all the way back to Jana Febraro. Febraro giving it to Heenahan deep in the Burlington end, and they're just going to slowly pull this Tecumseh team apart, trying to create some space. Fabulous challenge there by Zola Degas. Or DeGras, rather, that. Siofani's header doesn't clear her own end. Caesar popping a ball up over the top, hoping Emily Heenahan will run onto it. Caesar battling there with Canty. Sarapazzi slipping a ball through for Karatza. Alyssa Mela trying to get a foot in there to break up the Tecumseh attack. Siofani doing fantastic work defensively, breaking up everything in the middle of the pitch so far. She's all over the place. Heenahan stepping up to get in front of Leah Tate. This is Karatza lining up a shot from distance again. This is Siofani. Heenahan trying to get it back to Siofani. Misplays that one, but it goes to DeFonso. Defonso with it now in the middle of the pitch. Sierra Caesar takes down Miranda Canty. It'll be a free kick coming up here in the 33rd minute of play for Tecumseh at about the 40-yard line. Chance coming here for Leah Tate, but fabulous work from Puneet Gill to stand her up, maintain her position, and quick counterattack coming here from Burlington, but it's Karatza coming away with it. Ball out wide. This is Trepanier. It's a bit of fancy footwork, and she can't get past Heenahan. Right-footed outswinger going back post. Pawsey was unable to direct the header in towards goal. Another ball put in by Amlin. This is DeGraw. DeGraw with a square ball, and Burlington are going to control it and work to get it out of their own end here. Emily Heenahan with it now on the sideline, working her way into the middle of the pitch. Careless pass there, picked off by Karatza. Karatza with it still pops it up into the air. And Amani away with it for Burlington. This is Emily Heenahan now. Emily Heenahan trying to cut across Ava Mills, but Mills got a foot in on it. Amani again looking to get a ball to Sierra Caesar. It's going to go all the way through to Isabel Barrett. Mella unable to get around Claire Pawsey. That's going to go out of bounds for a Tecumseh. Oh, it didn't go all the way out. I jumped the gun there. Called that one a little prematurely. Fanny turning. Laura. Leah Tate, rather, that. Working hard to try and win the ball back for Tecumseh. She's going to continue to apply pressure here on this Burlington back line. Amlin chases that one down and plays it out of bounds. Ratza clears up as far as half. Puneet Gill's there to collect it. Defonso's found. Sienna Caesar, but eventually the shot goes in and Barrett deals with that easily. Barrett with another great big booming kick up over half. Trepanier heads it backwards. Emily Heenahan had it for a second. This is Mella. Mella unable to get it past Claire Pawsey. Canty's found DeGraw. Ball through to Tate. Carraz's pass is picked off by Katie Heenahan. Fanny just, again, all over the place, breaking things up left, right, and center. And Burlington will get the call as Leah Tate gets whistled for the physical play. DeFonzo's kick goes all the way through to Barrett, and she punches that one out of bounds. Looked like Sienna Caesar was right there to nod that past her. Great work by Isabel Barrett to come out and get to it first. This is Fanny now. Monash. Monash goes back to Puneet Gill. Gill with her head up looks to play a ball through the middle, and it's picked off. Karatsa's touch a bit heavy, and Namani comes away with it, unable to get anything done, and Tecumseh cleared up as far as half. Chong's ball just a little bit off target there, and that's going to go all the way out over the touchline, and it'll be a Tecumseh goal kick here in the 40th minute of play. The score is still 1-0. Ozzy ships the ball up looking for Trepanier. Karatsa's pass just within reach of Chong, and she got a foot to it, but Tecumseh away with it once again. Barrett once again coming out to the top of her box to scoop that one up off of the turf. Breaking up another Burlington adventure into Tecumseh territory. Rosh gets it through almost on the money there for Namani. This is Emily Heenahan getting it into the corner. And again, just suffocating defense from Tecumseh, not giving Burlington a moment of fresh air in their own end. Or in Tecumseh's end, but you knew what I meant. Fanny turns, lays it off. Alana Minash. Emily Heenahan's worked her way into the middle of the pitch now. Puneet Gill beats Leah Tate to the ball and clears it. All the way back for Amlin, and she gave it to Barrett to get rid of. A little bit of hot potato. Karatza playing a ball into the middle. No one there in red to get on to the end of it. It's a cool afternoon here in Burlington. The weather app says 24, but I'm not buying it. We're prepared for rain. Puneet Gill. Or sorry, that's not Puneet Gill. It was Emily Heenan. Ball goes all the way back to Barrett. DeGraw's going to try and keep that in, and she's just a little out of range to get onto it. Defonso going back to Gill. Gill's going to relieve the pressure by going back to Febraro. Febraro closed down there by Leah Tate, and she almost got to it. Should have an indication here in just a moment as to how much extra time will be added. Looks as though there will be a single minute of additional time added on here. Oh, and here's my chance to shine. The ball might come my way. Oh, just a little bit too far in front of me there. But they've got a different ball to use, so. Ava Mills down on the pitch. Slow to her feet here. Looks like she'll be okay. This is Claire Pawsey standing over the ball for Tecumseh. She's gonna wish she'd got more on that, but that closes out the half, folks. Your score going into the half is 1-0. It was Olivia Karatza scoring in the 14th minute of play, and that's how it stands. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with your second half of action. Go get yourself a Gatorade. Go get yourself a bag of chips, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to your second half of action here from Corpus Christi High School in Burlington. My name's Pierce Lang. This is your League One Ontario match of the week between the home side Burlington and Tecumseh. Tecumseh currently up a goal in this one after Olivia Carazza broke the deadlock in the 14th minute of play. Isabel Barrett coming out of her goal to clear that.
Exiting the match, number 11, Sienna Caesar.
You heard it there, folks. Sienna Caesar out of the match for Burlington.
Roshalu and number 12, Lola Guidolin. Exiting the match, number 30, Zola DeGraw and number 33, Sierra Amlin.
So yeah, Lola Guidolin coming into the match wearing number 12 for number 30, Zola DeGraw. And Morgan Rocheleau came in for Sierra Amlin. She'll be wearing number 7. And then Sienna Caesar, as I mentioned before, came out, and Talon DiBartolo came in for her. And that kind of rounds off your substitutions here at halftime. Caught up with both coaches at halftime. Neil Wilson for Burlington saying his team got into the Tecumseh end 25 times but couldn't get a shot off. They need to convert. They need to get the ball on goal if they're going to score. Hard luck on the first goal. Big looping shot held up in the wind. Then on the other end of the pitch, Mohamed Navavia thought his team had good pressure in the first half. They got on the board early, and they're hoping to get on the board here early again and put this one out of reach as quickly as possible. I think that's a pretty good summary of the first half. Burlington not getting any shots off, but credit where credit is due to the Tecumseh back line. And the handball in the box there. Not sure how that one was missed. Maya Mascaro clearly had the ball cream off her arm in her own box. This is Trepanier bringing it down. Trepanier with it again after getting it back from Mascaro. This is Facchinieri. Careless pass is picked off by Puneet Gill. Gill looking to spring the attack and puts it just a bit too far for Monash to chase down. Ball goes all the way back to Jana Fabraro. Fabraro flubs the kick. Only able to get it to about the 45. Mella has her shot blocked. She gets it back though. Turning on it is Nimani. Karatza clears. Leah Tate bowled over and It's Katie Heenahan with it, working her way into a dangerous position, and Isabel Barrett makes a huge save on Katie Heenahan. Ava Mills putting a ball into the middle, and it'll be shipped up by Faccionieri. This is Katie Heenahan on the ball once again. Out wide for Chong, who gives it right back to Heenahan. You can see the pressure here from Trepanier. Now Heenahan's caught out of position. Tate's laid it off here for Olivia Carrazza, and Carrazza's shot is blocked by DeFonso. A little bit of a shove from behind there by Mascaro. You can hear the consternation from the local fans here, disagreeing with the officiating so far. In the middle of the pitch is Petros Vasilos, and his assistants are Vito Pipiton and Garen Kudigien. Fourth official is Ben Cameron. Another chance for Burlington as they get it into a dangerous spot, but cleared by Tecumseh. It looks like Guidolin is the one who's low to her feet here. She only just got into the game, and it looks like she's going to need to be subbed out. It is Guidolin who's going off. You could see head coach Mohamed Navavia coming down to meet her. Players calling for a substitution. They've only got two players available on the bench, so hopefully one of them plays their position. Trepanier turns. Ooh. A little bit of physicality there by Ava Mills, and Monash goes to ground. Leah Tate tried to bring that one down, and it's cleared by Emily Heenahan. Burlington head coach Neil Wilson getting a little chat here from the referee, Petros Vasilos. And it looks like we've got another player down on the pitch for Burlington. use this opportunity to pay a few more bills here. Macron are proud sponsors of League One Ontario. Work hard, play harder. Vibrant Performance are Canada's most trusted brand for automotive race parts and accessories. The Canadian Premier League, where Canadian soccer takes flight, and One Soccer, which is in fact the home of soccer in Canada. Join the movement and watch every CPL and Canadian national team match from any device. And last but not least, Ontario Soccer, encouraging us all to play, inspire, and unite. And it looks like we're going to get the action back up and running here. Neil Wilson reminding his team that they're down a goal here.
Substitution for Tecumseh in the 57th minute. Entering the match, number 16, Zoe Beaulieu. Exiting the match, number 12, Lola Guidolin.
You heard it there. Guidolin out. And into the match, Beaulieu. After Guidolin only really got 10 minutes in the match before she had to leave. Not too sure what it was that occurred to force her out of the match. She seems to be walking under her own power. Substitutions coming here for Burlington. Looks like Marissa Mestri has come in for Alana Delamenache.
Number 13, Marissa Mestri. Exiting the match, number 19, Alana Delmenache. Second substitution, entering the match, number 8, Ceci Magia.
And you heard it there.
Number 3, Christina
Ceci
Ciofani.
Mejia coming in for Christina Ciofani. That was Mejia's first touch of the game. Mestri battling hard, unable to keep it in as Trepanier closed her down. It's Mejia again working hard since being introduced into the match here. Big long throw there from Chong. Ball in towards goal off the boot of Numani. Isabel Barrett with a great big kick. Katie Heenahan being closed down by Trepanier. Alexandria Chong now to put the ball back in play here in the 60th minute. Shipped up the pitch there by Mestri. So Zoe DeGraw came out of the match. But I don't have a number 10 here on my sheet here. So we do have a mystery player out there. This is Chong now being closed down by Mascaro. Chong still working away, trying to get into a dangerous spot. This is Karatza. Karatza playing a ball out wide and just a little bit too far for Isabelle Trepanier. Mejia unable to get around Ava Mills. Claire Pawsey nods that one back out of bounds. Gotta wonder what the over-under is on Amanda Wabi getting into the match as the only remaining sub for Tecumseh here. And I wish I could tell you who number 10 is, but the app has not been updated correctly here. So we're still unsure. We know who this is. This is Olivia Carazzo. Claire Pawsey lumping a ball up. Mejia rising to meet it. Mejia working hard to try and win the ball back. This is Carazza. Ball goes out wide. Shot off the boot of number 10 and in towards Febraro's goal and off the crossbar. This is Leah Tate now with it. She plays it just a bit too far in front of herself to control. So we've figured it out here, folks. It's Zoe Bulio wearing number 10. Shot in towards goal, and that's going to go well wide of the net. Never trebling Isabelle Barrett. And here it is, folks. Final sub of the day for Tecumseh as Amanda Wabi
In the 65th minute
will be coming in.
31, Amanda Wabi. Exiting match number 9, Maya Mascaro.
And you heard it there, folks. Mascaro out for Wabi. Wabi getting her first touch of the game, and it's promptly picked off by DeFonso. Chance coming here for Burlington. This is Isabelle Trepanier. Trepanier on the quick little 1-2. Chong's going to beat her to it, though. Ball put in quickly, and it's Heenahan getting it to Chong. And Heenahan's going to go back to Febraro. Very patient from the Burlington back end. Bell's playing it through, and it's Fetchinary unable to connect the dots with that final pass. Tate applying tons of pressure here. It's Puneet Gill with it now. Emily Heenahan trying to work her way up the pitch, being closed down by Carazzo. Ball squirts back to Puneet Gill, and she's going to escort that one out of bounds and take the throw in deep in her own end here. Emily Heenahan throws it in, but only gets it as far as Wabi. Getting the ball to her sister. Katie pops ball into the box, but no one able to run onto it. Isabel Barrett comes out of her goal and quashes that adventure into her box. This is Carrazza turning with it, and she stood up. Again, another ball in through to Barrett, and she's going to dive onto it and slow things down, give her team a chance to catch their breath here in the 69th minute of play. And their ball smashed up the pitch by Barrett. Ava Mills unable to control, and it's cleared by Burlington for another throw in deep in the Tecumseh end. Claire Pawsey to get it in, only as far as Mahea, but this is Mills. Full head of steam here by Facineri. Carazza, or no, Wabi taken down in the box. No call. We've got a Tecumseh player down on the pitches behind the play. I didn't happen to see it either. So looking around the top flight, a couple scores for you here today. League One Ontario Premier Division, we've got one game that's already been played as Woodbridge Strikers continue their role in the women's division. 2-0 winners over Alliance United. Ida Michelli and Samantha Murphy scoring. Should have assumed Samantha Murphy scored. She's running away with the League One Ontario scoring title from what I can tell as of late. And then the NDC Ontario women were 1-0 winners over Vaughan Azzurri yesterday. North Mississauga will be playing FC London today at 7 p.m. and then at 7:30 it'll be North Toronto taking on Simcoe. And the final game of the weekend on the women's side will be Guelph United hosting Blue Devils FC. Looking at the table on the women's side, NDC are your leaders on 28 points. Following them in second with 23 points is North Toronto. Woodbridge Strikers, who've climbed their way all the way up to third place with 22 points, 3 straight wins, undefeated in their last 4. Then following them are FC London in fourth with 14 points. Vaughan Azzurri with 13 in fifth. Sixth place is where you'll find Simcoe County Rovers on 12. North Mississauga also on 12 in 7th place. Guelph United have 8 points, putting them in 8th, and then Alliance are in 9th on 8 points, and Blue Devils FC find themselves as the basement dwellers right now on 0 points. '73rd minute of play here, friends, and it's still Olivia Carazza's goal in the 14th minute of play that is the differentiator right now. We've got a substitution coming here for Burlington. Well, it can only be for Burlington since Tecumseh have already put in all 4 players that they had on the bench. It'll be Aya Namani coming out of the match and Brogan McIsaac coming in for Burlington.
Number 2, Brogan McIsaac exiting match. Number 9, Aya Namani.
McIsaac's a tidy little player. Good to have come off the bench. She'll get her first touch of the game. Hinahana wide for Chong. Chong cutting back in on Trepanier, and her pass carelessly into a place where there was no one in blue. So I was mentioning before, Samantha Murphy running away with the goal scoring title as it stands right now. She's 5 goals up on Jade Kovacevic, who's the all-time leading scorer in the women's division. Chance coming here for Burlington as they've worked their way into a dangerous position, but that shot is going to go well over the goal, never testing Isabel Barrett. And then it's young April Lantain with 7 goals, Olivia Rizakos with 6, and Amanda Cripps on North Mississauga with 5, rounding out your top 5 goal scorers. I know I said she's got 5 on Jade, but Samantha Murphy with 14 goals this year. Pretty impressive. Only 11 games played, which doesn't seem right because I feel like she's had 2 or 3 hat tricks here, but I'm going to trust the stats on the website. It is updated regularly. Check it out. They've just finished getting it all ready to go here. I know it took a lot of work to get everything transitioned over and up and running. All credit to the team in charge of that. A ball went off the face of Wabi for no reason as it was offside anyways. She didn't need to play it. This is Mills. Her pass picked off by Puneet Gill. Wabi chasing it into the corner. Mills blocks the clearance and puts a ball out of bounds for another Burlington throw in their own end here. 79th minute of play. Sand slipping through the hourglass. Time running out on Burlington. They've got probably about the 11 minutes you'd expect before the final whistle, plus maybe a minute or two, depending on how the officiating crew is feeling about the delays and stoppages we've had here in the second half for the couple injuries that we have. I wouldn't be surprised if there was at least 3 minutes added on. This is Mahea. She's stood up. Tate laying it off for Karatza, but it's Heenahan chasing it down, the future Kent State player now with it, working her way up the pitch, and she's going to lose out on that physical battle with the very strong Olivia Karatza. Ball cleared as far as Chong, and she slipped it through to Mahea. This is Brogan McIsaac who laid it off there. Well, the rain has held off here, folks. Still chilly. I know I was saying before it says that it's supposed to be 24 degrees out, but it is definitely sweater weather. This is Karatza chasing the ball down. She's going to play Trepanier through. Trepanier on the touchline. Her cross is blocked by Alexandria Chong, and that's out for a Tecumseh corner kick. Trepanier to take the corner here for Tecumseh. Can be a right-footed ball. Everyone lining up back post here for Tecumseh. Header bounces off a defender, and a fantastic save there by Febraro, and she's going to try and quickly get it back into play. Mestre doing a great job of blocking any attempt by Tecumseh to get the ball back into the Burlington end. Looks like we got another sub coming here from Burlington. They're really just showing off at this stage that they can continue to make substitutions. Didn't quite see the board go up to show who was coming on. Or anybody come off. They've definitely got the right amount of players on the field right now.
Substitution for Burlington, the 83rd minute. Entering the match, number 14, Leah Holman.
Well,
Exiting the match, number 26, Alexandria Chong.
there you go, folks. It was Chong who came off on the near side here, which was what would have been the confusing bit. And then, yeah, Leah Holman making her way into the match here in the 83rd minute of play. Febraro charging out of her goal to pull that one out of the sky. This is Holman getting her first touch of the match. Fabulous sprawling save there from Isabel Barrett. It's her first real bit of excitement here today. Emily Heenahan throwing a ball in and making the attempt to win it back. Brogan McIsaac with it now on the far side. Mela's pass was looking for Holman, and Holman had her entry pass blocked and goes out for a Burlington throw. Mejia sends it back for Heenahan. Ball into the box. Mestre puts another ball in towards the keeper, and she makes no mistake as Barrett dives onto it and slows things down. You can hear the disappointment from Barrett as she flubbed the kick. This is Wabi with it now, working her way down the touch line. She's closed out by Emily Heenahan. Heenahan on it again now. Quick little move around Wabi, and here's Leah Tate. Tate stood up by Puneet Gill, and charging back in is Emily Heenahan. This is Wabi. Right-footed ball into the box. Brogan McIsaac heads it clear. Karatza on it now. Ball into Trepanier. Trepanier bodied off of the ball there by Katie Heenahan. Trepanier gets her revenge, and Heenahan and Trepanier are battling hard. I think Heenahan might have gone over a little easy there. It looked like she lost her footing. She's going to take her time getting up to her feet. It looks like she's a little bit worse for wear. But she's up. She's just stretching it out. Just maybe a bit of cramp. Got to get that potassium in your diet. A little potato or banana before the game. You can get potassium from potatoes too, I think. Brogan McIsaac with it. DiBartolo stood up, and Wabi's trying to play Tate through. This is Katie Heenahan. Looks like her calf's all better now. Mahea. 88th minute of play here, friends. Still 1-0 for Tecumseh. Pressure building for Burlington, though, as they continue to launch wave after wave of attack against their opponents, but unable to break down this back line. Isabel Barrett only really having to make one big save so far today. Leah Tate brings it down. Ferraro smashing a ball up towards half. Ava Mills has found Trepanier. Trepanier working her way in towards the top of the box, closed down by Katie Heenahan. This is Tate with a shot in towards goal, and that's off the upright and out for a goal kick. Burlington taking their sweet time here, getting the ball back in, resting on their laurels that they're going to have a couple minutes of additional time, but every second counts, and they're currently sitting in last place, so they want to get themselves out of the relegation spot here. It would be very disappointing for them to go down to League Two. Trepanier's shot blocked and cleared by McIsaac. Burlington have always had such a very, very strong women's program. So it's got to be difficult to watch for longtime members of the club and fans and parents to see the struggles that this team's had over the last 2 seasons, 3 seasons really. And they've certainly had a pool of players that have come through their system that have gone on to do great things.
The fourth officials indicate there'll be a minimum of 5 minutes of additional time. A minimum of 5 minutes of additional time.
All in all, it's 5 minutes that have been tacked onto this one. Leah Tate maintaining possession deep in enemy territory. Katie Heenahan being closed down by Isabelle Trepanier. Heenahan with her head up, looking for an option. Tries to loft a pass in for the girls up front. Mestre puts a ball in towards the box, and it'll be Isabelle Barrette chasing that one down and slowing things down for her team to catch their breath, regain their shape, and she smacks one 60 yards up the pitch. Ball goes all the way back to Febraro. Again, Trepanier applying pressure. This is Emily Heenahan. Tate on her. Brogan McIsaac. Burlington again with the application of a touch of pressure there, but once again, Isabelle Barrette charging out of her goal to put an end to an adventure into the danger area. This is Emily Heenahan. Leah Tate got a foot on it. Brogan McIsaac laying it off for Puneet Gill. Katie Heenahan with it now. Trepanier closing her down again, and look at the pressure here from Leah Tate. Katie Heenahan doing a fabulous job to win it back, though. Brogan McIsaac with a little bit of space, lofting a ball up for Mejia. Mejia is going to chase this one down. Great hustle there from Rocheleau. Putting the ball out. We're about 3 minutes deep here in additional time. Karatza clears it all the way deep into the Burlington end. Gill's going to collect. Heenahan with plenty of spaces. Trepanier's fallen off. Another ball up over the top, and chance coming here for Burlington, and they've put it in and equalized. Fantastic reward here for Burlington as Leah Holman gets the equalizer deep into additional time. There's about a minute left here. Holman with it again after scoring only moments ago, playing a ball in for Cece Mejia. Heenahan working so hard. About 30 seconds left by my watch here. McIsaac's header goes up as far as Pawsey. Cece Mejia trying to play a ball through. This is Holman again, dispossessed. And that's it, folks. That's your game. It was Olivia Karatza opening the scoring in the 14th minute for Tecumseh, and just moments ago, Leah Holman knotting things up at the death for Burlington to steal a share of the points. Thanks for tuning in. My name's Pierce Lang. It's always a pleasure bringing you these League One Ontario games of the week. We'll see you next time. For everyone here from MSA and the rest of the crew, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time on your League One Game of the Week.